We asked engineering professors to speak openly about today's classroom challenges. On average, how many hours do you spend on lesson planning and coordination?
On average, I spend 2-3 hours per day on lesson planning and coordination.
On average, I would say for every 3-hour lesson we do, I'd probably spend about 2 hours.
Usually I take about 20 hours per semester.
I spend 20 hours per week for planning and coordination.
If you had more time as a professor, what would you implement in your classroom?
If I had more time as a professor, I would like to implement project-based learning to encourage my students.
If I had more time, I would implement more multidisciplinarity in my courses.
If I had more time, I would like to implement multidisciplinarity into my classrooms, mainly because I think this motivates students and engage them in the course.
I would like to apply more project-based learning in our classroom, mainly because we've tried to experiment a lot with complicated topics like systems engineering, and I think project-based learning would help them understand those topics a lot better.
We had more questions on how the 3DEXPERIENCE platform can help them tackle these challenges. What should great classroom software actually do for you?
A great software for a classroom would have good tutorials with the software.
It's very important that you can collaborate within the software. It should be somewhat easy to use, and of course it should be fun to use.
It would probably be to reduce the time that we spend on a lot of the admin jobs. So a great software for us would be something that integrates all those things in one place, whether that is things like planning, where they actually do their CAD modeling and everything, where they present it, where they actually submit it to us, where we can provide them feedback on it.
What does project-based learning look like in your classroom now?
Project-based learning now looks like personal projects for students that improve their motivation and stimulation.
One of the examples of the project-based learning is the integrated project undergrad aerospace, in which students have to go through the whole design process for a model glider. In doing so, they're bringing together the theory they've learnt in aerodynamics, the theory they've learnt in controls and stability, and all the other modules that they've learnt content from.
How does the platform help you implement multidisciplinarity in real-world projects?
We have a project, it's a solar car, and within that project there is 10 disciplines, and they are working quite hard with this. We have electrical, we have programming and system engineering and so on.
I think the main thing that it helps with is essentially having everything in one place. Because we assign the collaborative spaces to the students, then they can collaborate, they can put all their work together and work on it together. And that's the main key thing from that platform that allows them to implement that strategy of real-world problem solving or real-world project work.
The platform helps me as an all-in-one tool for multidisciplinary projects, like aerospace project, for example.
What skills have you seen level up in your students since using the platform?
By using the platform, I've seen students become quite collaborative in their nature. They've learned a lot more about how to work in groups, how to become better problem solvers.
Most of my students, when they start to work with the project, they become specialists. They dig very deep within that topic that they're working on. They try very hard on their own to learn more about the software.
They hold themselves to higher standards.
What would you tell a colleague who's on the fence about using 3DEXPERIENCE?
In the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, we have everything that you need to be able to teach within a mechanical engineering program.
There's so many tools that you can use, whether it's just keeping a track on how students are working or giving students the opportunity to do multiple things, whether that's design, whether that's project planning, whether that's analysis. There's so many options that are all integrated onto one platform that it gives you the opportunity to keep everything integrated into that one space. So I would definitely tell them to at least give it a try.
It's an all-in-one solution adapted for more complex projects.